Good evening, everyone, and welcome. It is day number 828. It is Free Battle Flag Friday, and everybody says tonight somebody is going to win this autographed flag from Fish and some of his partners there on the front line, wherever they're located, the drawing of Taras Shevchenko. And tonight we're going to be doing Q&A with Zhenya and also Peter. Peter is working on connecting. I have Zhenya here. We'll get going. I'll keep watching for Peter, running all the new software, and it's going to be good. I'm sure we'll get Pete in here tonight. Patch of the night for the microphone, because Pete is our guest tonight. Well, he's not a guest. He's available tonight. Pete's not a guest. Pete and I were having this discussion earlier with the your and our. So everything is our. It's going to be good. Pete is family. So here's the rules, and we'll jump right in because we're going to go for 1 hour to respect Pete and Zhenya's time and give the flag away. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the timer now and respect all of your guys' time as well for tonight. There it is. In 1 hour, we're going to give the flag away. Upper right-hand corner, you'll see that. Rules. If you want to be in the drawing for a flag, make sure you go to the pinned chat. There's two there. One pin is click the link, sign up for the raffle. At the when that clock runs out, I will, and it's here now, 59:27. When it runs out, we'll spin the wheel and somebody will win the battle flag. So that's going to be good there. Register one time. Now, number two, Q&A. If you have a question, we probably will not be able to get to them all if there's a lot there, but we'll shoot it out for Pete if I can get him in here and for Zhenya. So that's where we're at tonight. Thank you all for being here. Let me go now to Zhenya, get him in here, and we do that. Welcome, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Praise God, and greetings to all the friends.
I may need you to help and take over once I see Pete up here in the queue. But let's go ahead and get started. Guys, make sure that you sign up for the flag. 58 minutes and 33 seconds. So welcome to all of you. Thanks to all the moderators tonight. Paul, I've got everything on cruise control because they put new software in, so I can't send you that screen you usually use, Paul. But we'll get all that dialed in in the next few days. I got crap everywhere running, guys, and this whole setup up here is, I don't have the muscle memory yet, but it's coming. So, all right, let's do this. We're going to start. JR, I see your question. Put it in the queue. So click the pinned Q&A and put it there, and I will ask it to him. Now, let's start here, Zhenya. I promised people last night, you were in the chat, that we would answer. Let me do this. Let's do that. And then let's go to this. Let me get to the right one. I promised people that you would answer this. Dniester River. And this is the river in Western Ukraine. I did some more research on it. Of course, I've swam in that river, as you have many times. That river's where our summer kids camps are, our refugees camps, somewhere along that river. It flows basically 350 kilometers from west to east. It comes through western and central Ukraine. It comes down through basically the Transnistria area and then back into Ukraine just below Odessa. It's a massive river. It's a water supply. It's irrigation. It's power. And it's dry. So, do you have some more answering on why it's dry?
I did mention some before. Ukrainian uh, electric system, let's say, energy system, overloaded by lack of sources, like which generating the power, and because of that, like heating power plants were damaged, and so on, and the attack a lot of things. So this is why, to save the country, the manufacturing, I mean, just people's life, to keep it in normal in the most crisis moments, our guys were using the water reserves by for generating the power, like through the power, like a water power plant, let's say. And that's it. And now it's we wait. Plus, it's a season, let's say, specific season, but most of it were used for generating the power. I mean, for Ukraine to save hospitals, to save, I mean, to keep up people's life, in normal. That's simple.
Unfortunately, we've got good news to share tonight, but anytime you see this, it's really not good news. Ukraine already has enough problems with ecological disasters, with all of the shelling, all of the artillery, the destroyed buildings, destroyed plants, busted gas lines, busted oil lines. I mean, guys, you think about it, but it's hard to explain it. It's hard for a picture or a video even to do it justice. Many times when these power plants, and we can just speak about a power plant, when a power plant is destroyed, it's shocking the amount of pipes that are running to it. And, in that system, many pipes are run above ground, some are run below ground. They're just destroyed. And you have to think about that environmental effect that is devastating. And it will not be devastating only for Ukraine, but it'll be devastating for the world. So everybody pay attention to that. This is Western Ukraine. This river is not called too often. You guys are not really familiar with it, but it's a major, major river, Western and Central Ukraine, flowing out to the Black Sea with power, and it's dry as a bone. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll keep our eyes on it. Zhenya, let's go to here next, and I've got Pete coming back in just a moment. Kharkiv. If you guys are just hopping in, make sure you pop in for the flag raffle, one entry only. And if you have questions, make sure you throw those into the question chat, and we'll hop to those in a second. Zhenya, talk about the destruction in Kharkiv last night. We're going to talk about Kharkiv in multiple ways, but the first thing we're going to talk about is the attacks in Kharkiv last night. I think the number now is 5 are dead.
6. And our guys continue working there. They didn't finish yet. So as you can see, it's a civilian 5-floor building.
Hi guys.
Keep going. 5-story building.
Civilian 5-story building with civilians in it. They launched one missile, they hit it, and then they made this, time of waiting, the pause for the ambulances, rescuers would come and start helping, people, saving life. Then they repeated, send one more at the same place, exactly the same place. And there is no explanation beside of genocide and the desire of, because these people who were launching these missiles, they were studying 5 years for sure, doing it, getting this, knowledge, all of that, using this kind of S-300 and other missiles. So they're using it to targeting just civilian, objects, houses, buildings, apartments. This is why it's not just a mistake. It's not a mistake. It's absolutely well understandable for them. They're realizing what they're doing. They're killing people. They're killers. They're criminals. And this is not just something in some district of Russia. This is a political whole country, whole system, and the nation, Russian nation. This is and it should be stopped by civilized countries and the unified. Yeah.
Pete, welcome, brother. I know you are very connected to Kharkiv. It seems there's quite an increase on the attacks around Kharkiv, in Kharkiv. Of course, the northern, and we'll look at the map in just a second, but the pace is picking up in Kharkiv.
Yeah. Sad but true. It's all indications. All the bits of look. I'm not the most educated person on this subject, but from all the indications that we are seeing, it looks bad for Kharkiv. Well, I can't say it looks bad for Kharkiv. Sites, the targets, Kharkiv is certainly in their sights. We are more east. We are further down and further east away from Kharkiv, but Kharkiv better brace itself, and Kharkiv has braced itself, but the Russians have got they've got a big stick for Kharkiv, and as Zhenya just so beautifully said, the civilized world needs to stand up to this and put a stop to it. I'm sick and tired of people berating. Sorry,
No, keep going. You're doing great.
No, I just wanted to make one point. It's lovely to be here, by the way. Good evening, brothers and sisters all over the world. I'm sick and tired. You know, I make statements every now and again online, and I call to the world for support. And every now and again, some wise guy says, "Yeah, but it's not our problem. It's not our problem. It's your problem. It's your war. NATO's encroaching on Putin's doorstep." They come up with all these historical excuses that I am convinced. I can't say I'm convinced. I know a lot of these excuses are just that they're excuses to go to war. Russia's using this excuse that NATO's encroached on its doorstep. That's why it had to launch this special military operation. Does everybody not remember? Russia snuck into Ukraine. They didn't. When Ukraine said, "Why are you amassing 100,000 troops on our borders?" They said, "Oh no, we're just doing a training exercise." And then they surprised. They snuck into Ukraine like a bunch of cowards, and they launched this all-out genocidal attack. This has got nothing to do with NATO. This has got Russia wanting to increase its real estate. That's it. It's good versus evil. Evil needs to be stopped. Good people stand up to evil. I don't care about the history. I don't care about the politics. I don't care about any of that. I care about the Ukrainian civilians that are being butchered. And that needs to stop by good people standing up to it. End of the story.
Completely agree. Let's do this right now, since I know there's another topic we're going to talk about, and then we're going to continue to talk about Kharkiv more. It's really the main little news story we'll talk about, and then we'll get to some folks' questions. By the way, one question has come in from JR. Jordan Roloffs. He is the mapper and a brilliant man. He helps Johnny Pierce a lot, whom you've met, Pete. What is your favorite drink on the front line?
My favorite drink on the front line is tea. It's tea. It really is.
Is it okay? Is it a spot of tea?
Yeah.
Do you like milk in your tea?
It's a spot of tea, dear boy. You know, I'm a British. No, I've gone the black route now.
Okay. Oh, this is awesome. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to talk about a couple of things. We'll let Zhenya and Pete speak to it. So, first thing, I know everybody's talking about the news. I was watching the chat before we started the live stream. I want you guys to see this right here, and this is very rough drawing, but this is the oblast of Kharkiv. It's a large one. So, according to Joe Biden and others, but specifically we'll speak about Biden. Permission has been granted conditionally for American weapons or Western weapons to be used in the adjacent region to Kharkiv. And I know all of the, the memes and all of that. In fact, I'll show you guys the best meme right now, and I'll draw it for you. And we'll do it here on the earth. So Kharkiv Oblast is here, and basically everything, and borders Kharkiv. So the big meme is from Kharkiv, you can strike all of Russia. Okay, we get it, completely agree, but that's not
completely agree.
Completely agree. And yes, there was either other ones out there, rename Ukraine Kharkiv. Just change Ukraine's name to Kharkiv, and then we can just attack everything. That won't be a problem. Okay, so we know that's.
And let me just
go ahead.
Let me warn the Russians right now. You started this.
Yes.
We will rename our country Kharkiv. Remember, you started this war. We will finish it.
What we're looking at right now, and listen to me closely, more escalation will come. It's coming. There's no question. It's coming, period. I don't care about the peace summit coming. I don't care about negotiations, nothing. Escalation is coming. And with the ability to strike from Kharkiv here in this region, okay, legally, or the permission they have is to strike into Belgorod. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah.
So we shall see what comes of it. Now, what I can tell you is we've got information coming out today directly. Remember who I told you guys to listen to. Listen to Zelensky. We have information coming out from President Zelensky that confirms what the Institute for the Study of War is seeing, what the frontline troops are seeing, what the frontline sergeants and commanders and the frontline colonels and generals are seeing. There is a confirmed buildup of troops and supply on the Sumy border, and a significant buildup on the Kharkiv border. Whether this turns into an invasion further into Kharkiv or into Sumy, time will tell. But we will not make the mistake of 2022 when the world was watching Russia amass troops and equipment and ignored it. And the next thing you know, missiles and tanks were flying. They are amassing troops and equipment on this entire region. I personally believe that this is why you are starting to hear some loosening from the West, even Biden saying, okay, certain places, adjacent region, military targets, because of course, guys, they know what's coming. They see it. Additionally, if I go back, I want to show you guys one more thing, and let me do this, and I'll get Zhenya back in here. If you come here, he may have lost power. I'll find out in a second. We are right here. Everybody's seeing Kharkiv. I want to show you this. I don't know if you heard this today or not, Pete, but this began. So, guys, this is the city of Kharkiv, and this is basically the loop of it. Massive city. Lipsy is the invasion point here. And remember, this invasion point is they want here so they can shell it. Then you have the Vovchansk push. Vovchansk here has nothing to do with Kharkiv. You have the big forest, the ravine, and the river and the lake here. This is to support Kupiansk. It's easy. A third grader can see it. But today, Ukraine saying we're beginning evacuations in Zolochiv today. This is where I told you guys a week ago, watch Zolochiv, because you distract here, they want to come here because this is the main road that comes down right into northwestern Kharkiv. So, in confirmation of that,
Sure.
Zolochiv is starting to evac children, women, elderly. We will continue to watch it. We won't predict. We won't do any of that. But this is serious, Pete. I'm gonna shoot this to you and try to get Zhenya back in here. You think more's coming?
I do. It's my gut feeling, and there are certain things that there's certain things that I cannot speak to, but let me speak off the record as a civilian, as a volunteer. So let's just pretend I'm not an army bloke for the moment, because there are certain army details I can't give out. But and this what I'm going to speak about now is public information. Anybody in Ukraine has access to the bits of information that I'm about to speak about. But Russia is hitting Kharkiv hard. They've got every reason to want to take it. This bullshit, this nonsense about the ceasefire and reaching a certain line and waiting and calling a ceasefire, it's all nonsense. It's all play. It's all a bunch of show. It's a show. This is a very clever game by Putin. There's absolutely no reason to suggest that they're not coming for Kharkiv. Why the heck have they got this massive fight going on in Vovchansk? Why else are they amassing troops in this area? Why else are they shelling Kharkiv so hard? They're taking this country piece by piece, kilometer by kilometer, and it's working very well for them so far. So, of course, I believe that Kharkiv is next. Absolutely, I do. And Zhenya? I'm very sorry for the citizens of Kharkiv, and I'm very sorry for the people in that oblast. Ukraine needs to be given the weapons to stop this genocide and this onslaught now. We still have an army. We still have soldiers. We still have enough trained individuals to do this. We still have enough trained battalions to do this. Give us what we need and give it to us yesterday and allow us to finish this once and for all. The other day I was calling on Western nations to send their troops here. We can still finish this on our own. We don't want to invite France and the Netherlands and Estonia and everybody in here. We don't want more sons to have their lives lost in the defense of freedom. Just let us finish the job. Give us the weapons. Kharkiv is going to fall unless you do.
Zhenya, thoughts?
On Kharkiv, yeah, they will continue. This is seems to me I shared that news that in Belgrade, they're preparing Belgrade for the hits, and they start to install the big, huge size billboards, like advertisement boards, where
like
the
this?
general on that picture, this one, it says, it's in Russia, in Belgorod, it says, Kharkiv is a Russian city. We will get it back.
Shit.
And Peter was right in the beginning. The nation of liars with a liar president were promising the world they're not gonna attack Ukraine, and they having some special operation, and now they posting Kharkiv is our place, we will get it back publicly. And this is the answer to the world. The world is limiting Ukraine. For Ukraine would at this moment just could use some artillery, and in the Belgrade they saying it's like a spit, sorry, to the world face. Hey, you limiting Ukraine, they cannot answer us. We are not, nobody limiting us. We will get this city. This is a promise.
Okay, let's make this very clear. Let's make this very clear. That is that General Le Pen on the billboard? I don't. Yeah, General Le Pen. Yes. Okay, so before we go any further, two things. Number one, YouTube is messed up. The Q&A is on, but not working. So If you have a question, Paul is in here. He's directly communicating with me. He will put them in a different platform for me to read. We'll get to many of them as possible. So we'll just, hey, we modify. We're frontline soldiers here. So, all right, listen. This billboard is not propaganda. This billboard is in the Belgorod Oblast of Russia, which is the border with Kharkiv. And that billboard says, Kharkiv is Russia, and we'll get it back. Yes or no?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, guys, that's what people are driving by in the Belgorod region and seeing. What do you think's coming? So it's preparation. All right. Now, let me do this because I'm going to stay respectful of these guys. 35 minutes and 35 seconds. If you have not registered yet for the Friday flag raffle, please do so. We're up to 130 people that have registered for a chance to win this Frontline signed autographed battle flag from Fish and others on the zero line. So going to be cool. And by the way, I will tell you guys, we're working on something special with Pete. There's going to be some things coming, but we're not going to give it away yet. All right. Let's go back to Kharkiv. The city itself, let me get Pete back in here. Sorry. The city itself is much more dangerous now.
Yeah. Oh, yes. I really, with the heaviest heart, I told Volodymyr, my best friend, and his beautiful wife, Tatiana, about a week and a half ago, I was in Kharkiv, and I pulled into one side. I had an interview with French television. I think it's called France 24. We hope that interview will be accepted by their editors and they will broadcast it, because in it I was, well, let me not give the game away. Mm-hmm. That's their catch. I'll let them broadcast what I said. But just before that interview, I pulled Volodymyr. You know him. Mm-hmm. His father was murdered. His father was a fireman. His father and two colleagues were murdered the other day in Kharkiv, just over a month ago. By a Russian double tap after they were responding to an attack on an apartment building. I, with a very heavy heart, told my best friend, please leave Kharkiv. You know how much I friend and how painful it was for me to tell a Ukrainian, a patriot, a absolute stern patriot, how difficult it was for me to say, please, I love you, I respect your life, I don't want to be another loss to your family. Please, will you consider going somewhere else? Live to fight another day. The Russians are going to keep attacking the city and they're going to raze it to the ground. Well, you can imagine what his response was. Kharkiv is my city and I'll never leave. But yeah, I feel bad for Kharkiv because they are going to keep sending their bombs and their glide bombs and their rockets and their missiles and their drones because Ukraine doesn't have an air defense. And we keep getting drip fed. It's disgusting the way we keep getting drip fed. Don't get me started because I will rant and rave again.
We're going to talk about some of those questions. When Pete refers to glide bombs and Zhenya refers to glide bombs and all of these things, let me show you guys this. This is a glide bomb that hit 2 nights ago in Berislav. And if you do not know where Berislav is just up the river from Kherson and Novokakhovka. Very important city on the Dnipro River, and it's just being leveled to the ground. So this is Berislav. This is not Kharkiv, but these are the bombs that are landing everywhere. Kharkiv, Sumy, of course, the entire front line, and Ukraine cannot stop them. Let me do this right here.
Wow. Jeepers creepers.
Okay, so that building's done now, of course.
Yeah.
So this is just a sample, guys, of what continues to fall on Ukraine. Let me do this, and then we'll get to the questions, and we'll go run and gun with the questions. Let me do this. Ukraine response permitted. We've talked about that, Zhenya. We talked about that when we lost connection. But as you understand, Ukraine appears to have some permissions from Biden to strike, some to strike in the adjacent region to Kharkiv, which would be Belgorod, to defend itself from military targets that can hit Ukraine. So is that how we understand it, Zhenya?
Yeah, we have some limits, but we got good news that we got a right, let's say, using HIMARS for let's say with some limits, but it's good. We got some permission for that, and we will see how. Yes, the joke you are making, the whole day we can read it in all the public. Okay, if it's mentioned the Belgrade, then Ukraine will change the map of Russia to Belgrade.
Correct, and change Ukraine's name to Kharkiv, and let's just go. Understood.
Yes, but
can you imagine?
Reality is,
I hope this is.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Pete.
I just quickly want to throw something in there. I hope this is let's pray this is a precursor to full scale permission. Okay, to all directions permission. To use these weapons. But can you imagine you're a parent sitting in your home and 5 intruders are breaking into your home? The telephone rings one day and they said, at 8 o'clock tonight, we're going to break into your home and we're coming to rape and kill everybody in your home. Let's say you've got a wife and 5 children. And there are 5 entrances into your home. There's a front door, back door, a side door, another side door, and another front door. But you're only allowed to kill or attack or defend against the intruder that comes through the front door. So 4 other intruders come through all the other entrances into your home and you're not allowed to touch them. What a load of hog.
Yeah.
Pete, I was thinking about this. King Dog, the links are there, brother. Everything's working. Everything's working.
4 children being butchered while you while you defend against one intruder who's coming against to one of your children. So you can save 1 child, but you have to sit back and watch another 4 children being murdered. So let's call the children. Let's pretend those children are oblasts. Yeah.
Let me reply to you. Okay, so you're a South African Brit and fighting in Ukraine. Yeah. I'm an American helping and working in Ukraine. For me, the concept, like you, is unbelievable because if I'm being attacked, okay, I'm not going to allow another nation or person, take it to a personal level. I'm being attacked at my house. I'm not waiting for my neighbor to give me permission to smash the invader. I'm going to open the arsenal and unload on them, and that will be the worst day in their life when they come in and try to mess with my wife or my children. They will walk in, but they will be carried out on a stretcher heading to a hearse. That's the way it is. Okay.
Amen.
That's how I believe, but that's our DNA, our mindset. Here's the difference, and I've thought about this 828 days into the war. Do you know why you and I have that mentality? Because, we have the resources to pop them in the lip. And I don't have to go ask another neighbor, excuse me, can I borrow your defensive weapons, please? No. I have them. Ukraine is in a brutal position where, of course, they want to take everything they have and smash them to pieces. But they don't have anything, and they're relying on the West to supply it. So everybody goes, well, if I was Ukraine, I would just smash them anyway. They don't have the supply, guys. They need the supply. So they have a horrible game to play. So this is good news that we're starting to see some restrictions lifted. Is this accurate, our description, Zhenya?
I would say every time, when it comes about that, I'm just trying to remind all the world, if it would be like, let's think about the time when Ukraine had one of the most effective weapon, I mean the nuclear, for defending the country. We had it. And then it was in the world was asking the big brothers, big fighters, warriors said, hey, don't worry, give it away. We will protect you. We gave it out. And now, if it would be a medieval times, all of these big brothers coming to us, and one says, okay, hey man, it's so unfair. They're so big, so we will help you. Here is the sword. Yeah, the other guys, here is the shield. The other one says, okay, here is the spear. And one more gives, okay, there is bow and arrow. I will not give you the big one, the best one, but this one, okay, I will give you. But then it says, but please remember, they will be shooting you from everything they have. But you can use the sword and maybe shield. But if it goes about the spear, don't throw it. Just, if it's coming closer, they can use it.
Just
forget
stand there
about
with it.
bow and arrow. Just forget about it. You cannot use it.
I
You
love
have
your
it,
beautiful analogy. It's absolutely
just stay there. And what?
For those of you on the live stream tonight, first of all, thank you for being here. Thank you for all the questions. Once again, I ask your forgiveness because the company this week, yesterday, modified my entire system, and it's not dialed in yet, but we would not miss a Free Flag Friday. So we're getting better step by step. Look how this looks on the screen. I mean, we're cooking, guys, but I've got to cook a little bit more to get where I'm just experienced. Lauren says the free raffle makes my face leak and cry. But what I wanted to say is, how great it is that you're here and you're able to listen to these two guys who are in Ukraine tell the story. And not only that, not just there, but these guys know what's going on. I mean, this is NBC can't touch this. I got news for you. So thank you, Zhenya. Thank you, Pete. Okay. Now, multiple questions on the same topic. Are weapons starting to arrive to our frontline soldiers? HIMARS or Patriots or artillery, 155 shells. Are they getting there? We'll start with you, Pete.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Go straight to Zhenya, please. Yeah, I occupy a 600-meter section of the front line.
Before Zhenya, hold on. Let's do this. So, Pete, you're back on... We'll leave it at this, but you're back on position.
Yes.
And the area that you're responsible for and your guys, wherever it is, you just said about 600 meters.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
So let's just stretch it to a kilometer. So your world now is 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay.
And,
so guys...
And it's a 10-kilometer fraught with danger getting in and out of that place. Whether you're taking water in or whether you're bringing casualties out, it's very hairy. But yeah, that's my lot at the moment, and it is a lot to deal with. So my eyes are just down here at the moment. Forgive me. So I don't
you're
know
good.
About the
People asked. I had some questions and emails come in. How is the armored vehicle project going? It's going as well as it can. We're in the process. They're purchased. It's in process, and when they get there, we take them to the front. I will be in Ukraine this month in June. I'll be kissing Pete on the cheek here pretty soon, and he'll be.
I said to Greg today. He said, sorry, I have to interrupt. He said to me, Pete, I'll be driving it to you and I'll be handing it over. And I called him. Everybody, you're gonna love this. I mean, Greg's a man of his word. This man is as clear. What do you always say about Rick the Ukrainian? You're so transparent, you're almost invisible. Greg's the same. He's so transparent, he's almost invisible. I said to him today, Greg, I'm sorry, and this is after one of the commanders came to me and said to me, we need We've got 400 people, and we've got about 2 official vehicles between them, and we need 22 cars, and we need 30 Starlinks, and this and that and the other. And then I'm thinking, okay, where can I get 22 vehicles from quickly? And so I called Greg and I said, how's the snatchers coming along? And he says, I'm waiting for the 3-day notice when they're almost imminent at the border. He says, everything's in process, they're all booked and paid for, just waiting for customs clearances. And he says, I'll be coming to drive, I'll drive it to you and I'll give you the keys. I'll bring it to you. It being singular. Greg, aren't there 2? Greg, aren't there 2? I thought you said we can have at least 2. He said, I thought you said we can have 2. He goes, Pete, I'm good, but I can't drive 2 vehicles at the same time. Of course you're getting 2, my man. I'll just bring you one at a time.
I can only drive one. Zhenya will be driving the other, so we're good.
Amen.
But just to bounce back on that, you told me today, the 2 armored medevac vehicles you had are destroyed.
Yes.
And
they're sitting smoking and smoldering in Chasivyar, unfortunately.
Okay, so the 2 armored medevacs from F.B. Jones are destroyed that they had.
And let me just say, they would, and I hasten to add, one of them got stuck in a ditch, and it was then when its drone jammer system battery ran out. It got stuck. It's a big Ukrainian 4-wheel drive armored vehicle with a drone jammer system. It got stuck in a ditch and they couldn't move it. The boys had to leave it. They went back, but eventually the battery went dead. The drone jammer stopped working and the drones ate it up. That's what happened to that one. And the other one was a Humvee who had an engine failure, but it was protected by its drone jammer. The drone jammers were working. So
this is why
it's an armored vehicle. It takes a lot longer to be eaten up by kamikazes than regular vehicles do. But it did it. They both had working drone jammers. But when their batteries eventually gave out after their engine failures and being stuck in a ditch, they were devoured, sadly. But
this is why
vehicles with drone systems do work.
This is why the armored vehicle medevacs being delivered to you are fully armored, bulletproof glass, fully armored, run flat tires, Kevlar reinforced on the armor in the inside for the medical section. It's going to be full of supplies. It's also going to be equipped with the latest drone jammers, and it's going to have winch. So if you get stuck in a ditch,
and winches,
of course, you get yourself out. Come on, redneck, we're going all the way.
Yeah. Yeehaw.
So it's in process. There you go, having him smile. All right,
thank you to all you lovely people for making that happen. I still sit back in amazement at how quickly y'all raised that money. It was an absolute godsend, a gift. You guys are incredible. Thank you all.
All right, 18 minutes until we draw on the flag. We are up to 169 people that have responded. If you're in the chat now, make sure you go to the pinned link and enter your information so that we can put your name in the drawing. One time for a free flag there. Now, I want to go to questions, and let's do it in rapid fire because a lot of questions from folks. Here we go. And I'll direct who it goes to. Roy Collins asking, Zhenya, how many conscripted people mobilization can Ukraine actually or realistically call up? How many we're going to look at?
Let's say we don't need, at this moment, we are not ready to conscript more than 300,000, let's say. This is why just some days ago they extended this period from 60 days a little bit longer. They seems to me made it like more. The 60-day of obligation to update information in a central military database, because the centers of training centers, military centers, a lot of are full, and we cannot train at the same time too much people. And this is why time by time we encourage and asking international, let's say, friends to come and to help with the trainings.
This is why the topic of training is so important in the West.
And but the full potential, I don't know. I don't know the numbers. If our guys updated already more than 1 million during less than 2 weeks, I don't have numbers. And the same with the supply. I hope this, the supply go, the new weapon come, but I cannot share it. I would know it. I don't know it. I just hope. Yeah. What?
Yes. Yeah. Make your answer quick.
No, don't say nothing. I'm talking behind the microphone. So listen, the guys in this did this software stuff for me. I've got a little button I can push.
Oh.
Super cool.
Wow.
Okay.
Hey,
Cool.
We're high-tech rednecks. All right, next question for you, Pete.
We're high tech.
Jumpy 151, how do you cope? Sometimes I see frustration and anger in your live streams. How do you cope?
Who's the question from?
Jumpy
What's his
151.
Jumpy 151. Good evening, brother. One answer: Jesus.
There you
Is
go.
how I cope. Jesus and walking my dog. Yep. I pray and I talk to him and he calms me down. Yeah. Thank you for asking, brother. He's my healer. He's my healer. He's my guide. He brings me every day. I pray for two things: for God to ask Jesus to bring me good people into my life and to put my feet in a good direction. And he keeps delivering. Look at all of you wonderful friends and brothers that I've got out there now through the Greg Terry experience, Greg and Zhenya. And I mean, there are thousands of you. So it's God, Jumpy 151. It is 100.
There you go.
There's no other one. Yep. Thank you.
Matthias Noth Durfter, new member. Question for you, Zhenya. Maybe you know. Once these restrictions are lifted, will they be able to shoot at the fighter jets who are carrying the glide bombs that would be like over Belgorod? Can they then shoot at them like with Patriots or other? Do we know that yet?
It will depend because it's yes, our guys would target the place at first. They're launching their missiles. Plus, then the second one, their groups, the soldier groups, their regiments, let's say, they're locating it on a distance of 90 kilometers, about that. And it's not possible to strike with our artillery, let's say. So as soon we will get freedom to use the weapon, supplied weapon against our enemy, we will be doing it. And about the jets and the airplanes, we have some, and we need some more. The special missiles for doing it. And
Cypher,
I hope we get F-16. It will be supplied with the special missiles for doing it.
Cypher just put into the chat the White House saying today that can be done. So I haven't seen that yet personally, but great. That's good news. Right here, guys, this is a $10 super chat from Blonde Bombsheller. Hello, Pete and Zhenya. Loves
Blonde
and hugs.
Bombsheller. Hello, baby.
From Cape May Crew, New Jersey. She has the 3 kids that support Ukraine so much. Layan, Gracie, and a high five from Alex. There you go. Gracie, you got a high five back at you. That's so cool. All right, let's go to the next one. Pete, Todd Colburn.
Yes, sir.
Are you getting enough medical supplies?
Todd Colburn, yes. Yes and no. Yes to everything, no to tourniquets. We are very short on tourniquets. Please, if you can. If anybody can, we need tourniquets.
That's the same story the entire front.
And tourniquet. So it's low end and high end on this answer. Tourniquets and ultrasound, mobile ultrasound machines, and there was a monitor that we were looking for. These new monitors that have come out, small compact devices that can be linked to a mobile phone screen. I'm talking about life support monitors for when you're transporting patients from the stabilization point to surgery hospitals further inland. They need ultrasounds and these life. I can't remember the name of it, but for the most part, Todd, it's tourniquets right now that there's a short supply on the ESTS.
Hubert in the chat saying 3 coming soon, Pete. Yes, Pete has Hubert has donated some stuff through us, through our guys. It'll be coming your way. Mina Vuk, how much is a mobile ultrasound machine? I do not know.
About $2,500.
2,500.
About $2,500 to $3,000.
Okay, there you go. That's the question on that.
In that range. Yeah.
John Larkin giving 10 quid for tourniquets, and the money coming in tonight, guys, we will donate to Project Constantine. So thank you for that.
Bless you.
Of course, my friend Petra Olsen, who quit smoking for Ukraine, 129, Sweden. Thank you for that. All right, let me go. Next question here, guys. Paul, let me know, but I think the pinned flag link is still working properly because the numbers are going up. I think YouTube chat is goofy tonight on their end. Everything's appears to be right on my backside, and the registrants is moving up and up, so it has to be there, I'm assuming. Pete, this is from Ma Rose. Pete, how's your mom doing?
Ma Rose, my mom is great. We miss each other desperately. Ma Rose, she's in London. She's with my sister and my brother, my sister Sally and my brother Paul, but she's good. She went to Bosnia straight after Ukraine. Ben, my dear friend, who's a volunteer medic with PK, he took her to Bosnia to go visit Our Lady of Medjugorje, a holy site where Mother Mary presented herself in 1981 to 6 teenagers. But she's good. She's in London and she's looking after my flat, Ma Rose. Love you. Thank you for asking, darling. I miss her desperately every day.
Catalan T from Romania. Does Ukraine use landmines at the border with Russia, especially Kharkiv and Sumy? Yes, they do. In certain places, they needed more, but yes, they mine everything there. That's 100%. Jason Beddix, what can Ukraine target on Russian territory now? I think we covered that. I think it's going to start with what has been stated, such as S-300 systems, missile launching systems that can strike into Ukraine in that Belgorod region. But as this thing escalates, I think we all have enough sense to recognize that once Ukraine starts doing that, and they will start smashing these units, they're very good with what they do. Russia will respond, and Ukraine will respond, and Russia will respond, and we're going to see an escalation. There's no way around it. No way around it. Which is fine. Let's escalate it and win the war.
Exactly, which is fine. We just keep escalating, and all we need is enough weaponry. So every time they slap our wrist, we slap 2 of theirs in return. It's a simple math. We need the West's ammunition, the West's supply will certainly outmatch Russian supply. We will not be bullied by a dictatorship that is hell-bent on destruction and genocide. The world cannot allow it to happen. There's enough weaponry and enough supplies out there to let us put this bully behind bars.
There you go. Zhenya, you've been working on the drone jammers to go with the medevacs that we're supplying, and the people have so graciously purchased, and we're just the avenue. Do you know if they can be equipped with extra batteries or solar power? Do you know that? Or Pete?
Not solar.
Not solar. Okay.
Not solar.
Power. It's too powerful. They consume too much power.
Okay.
And this is the problem is with the anti-drone system, that it's as as more channels it works, it's better. It covers protecting, but and as more power every channel has, let's say we will go for a real 50 watts per channel, and you may calculate if you need to non-stop like 300 watts or 400 watts, what kind of battery this. Yes, good batteries would help for this is for good system. It's really requires good battery. Extra battery, surely it's not movable then easy.
Yeah.
But in a car, when it
I
goes
have
in a
seen
car,
them. I have seen them wired up to the car's electrical system, to vehicles' electric system, and I have seen them wired up to echo flows inside vehicles, and then they can be grabbed and be made mobile at a moment's notice. I have seen that as well. Sorry to interrupt you, Zhenya.
No, you're good. 5.5 minutes left. 5.5 minutes left on the raffle, guys, and we're going to draw it and get these guys to bed. This question was to Zhenya. Probably Pete's better to answer it, from Darren Corrigan. What calibers on the front line, and is there enough ammo for each caliber? So I know they have 5.56, they have 2.23, they have 7.62, they have 5.45, but and I'll let Pete answer if I miss anything. Let me answer, and then you say if I'm right or not. When it comes to a frontline soldier's personal ammo in his Kalashnikov or whatever he's carrying, you see the videos where they're running with the clips and they have ammunition. Do they always need more? Of course. But every person I've talked to, and Zhenya knows these guys, some of them are very well connected. They said, Greg, unless it's certain jobs on the front line, certain jobs, the guys that deal with long range targets, overall, that personal ammo's fairly decent. Could use more, but you may see the videos on Twitter or whatever of this guy charging this place and they're having the front battle. It happens. But the reality is this is a drone war and an artillery war. And it could use more, but you can't even lift your head up half the time because of the drones flying overhead. So is that fairly accurate, Pete?
It is fairly accurate. That's 100% accurate. My caliber is 5.45 millimeter Kalashnikov. You've got, and that's the AK-74. The opposite, the big brother of that is the AK-47, which is 7.62 millimeter. Ukraine uses the 5.45 caliber. It's Ukraine. I don't know how or why, but we do mostly. And I carry, for example, when we go on missions, I carry 8 magazines. I carry another 3 or 4 in my backpack as backup. And if you do get into a fight, those magazines go through very fast. They go through in typically a few minutes, and it's all over. And you're now looking for extras. There is often a shortage of ammunition regarding calibers of rifles, and I'll tell you why. You've got 1,000 kilometers of front line. You've got people shooting at drones, and you've got people engaging in defending against storms, assaults, and these chew a lot of ammunition. But there's also the training that goes on. A vast amount of training is going on, and there are. I think I heard the figure recently. Ukraine probably burns 1 million rounds of rifle ammunition a day. So yeah, I have heard of shortages. We have. I don't know how bad it is though. Yeah.
5.4. This is from Mertzy. 5.45 is relatively common though there in Ukraine, correct?
Yes, sir. It is. Yeah.
That's what I thought. All right, let's do this, and let's see. Pete, do you know if the model of the old portable? This is from S. Murphy. I think this is, S. Murphy. Is it Clarius portable ultrasound? Do you know, or we don't know? As far as the model,
I don't know.
Okay,
I do have it on my phone. It'll take me a few minutes to search for it, but I can't.
S. Murphy, send me an email I will get it to Pete, and we'll find out.
Thank you.
Would Ukraine
Thank
find
you,
the soon-to-be retired US A-10 Warthogs useful? Nigel Leyland. Nigel, I can answer that.
Amen.
Ukraine would find anything useful. Now, let's do this.
Yeah. Give us some miniguns, please. We could definitely use some miniguns out here. 7.62 caliber, 6,000 rounds a minute. We will sort out these Russian assaults once and for all. Just a couple of miniguns on each front line. Wow.
All right, guys.
Why don't we have any in Ukraine?
Here's the love, and my apologies. I like to push these on the screen to thank you guys that donate, but due to the technology changeover, not there yet, but it's coming back. Linda.
Love your new studio, by the way.
Thank you, brother. Linda S. from Australia, gifting 10 memberships. Thank you. And guys, tonight, your donations going to Project Constantine. Dunk on You 23. Michael Jordan, Machine, $20. The ecological damage is a crime. Orcs must pay. Dunk on You 23, gifting the 10 memberships. He's such a faithful supporter of Ukraine here and on Mercado. Thank you. Paul Glosson, $100 donation for. Listen now, if you're going to show yours, I'm going to show mine. If you're going to show yours, I'm going to show mine. Uh-oh. Look, Zhenya's going. Zhenya just moved. He's going. Paul Glosson, $100 donation for Ukraine. It's going to Constantine. The Weasel, £5. It don't have to be a large amount, folks. Donate if you can. Come on, Ukraine. Thank you, the Weasel. You are correct. April Crawford, Canadian, $27.99 for Ukraine. Thank you, April. Petra Olsen, once again, quit smoking for Ukraine. Swedish. Kroons, I think, $129. John Larkin, £20. Nearly day 1,000. So hopefully the West will present instead of being cockwombles. John Larkin, I just made your day that the pastor said cockwombles. There you go. Cats, £5. Hello, beautiful people. Thank you for your support. Drucha, $20. A little support from Wales. Show Putin the pointless what's what. So a shout out and support coming from Wales. Reb Tyree gifting 5 memberships. John Larkin. All right, Zhenya and Pete.
Yes, sir.
Peter, I'm giving like your mother now. Yes, Peter, listen to this. Listen to this, guys. John Larkin, £20. To Pete.
Wow. Thank you,
Pete.
John. Thank you, John Larkin.
I am an atheist.
Thank you.
My family are Roman Catholic Irish. They pray for you. Just a message. They ask to be sent via the rosary every night. Thank you, John. Such a kind comment.
John, here is my rosary. Thank you. I'm Roman Catholic as well, John. And here is my rosary. And you probably saw a video on our Instagram. My mother, when she arrived in Kupiansk several weeks ago, one of the first things we did, we went walking around the block, and she pulled out her rosary, and she was praying the rosary. The rosary is the Catholic sword. They say it's Jesus' sword. Thank you, John. Thank you to you and your family. And,
thank you, John.
May the road rise with you.
Very kind comment there. You know the exist gifting 1 membership tonight. Stefan R gifting 10 memberships. Thank you. Papa Dutch, $2. And Pete is going to have new hats.
New what? Wow. Indiana Jones. That's a cool hat, mate. Where'd you get this hat?
Let's go, boys. Don't mess with me up in here. This is we're ready to roll, man.
Great hat.
Listen,
great hat.
I'm getting I'm gonna have to do a stream. So many people are starting to send stuff again because they know I'm leaving for Ukraine. I'm gonna have to do a stream next week and just show you guys and be thankful for all that you're donating, and we'll get it to Ukraine. Thank you. Rib Tyree donating. Guys, couple of minutes and we're drawing the flag. Reb Tyree gifting 5 memberships. DJC Canada gifting 5 memberships.
Thank you.
Elaine Crossland, Canadian 20. Slava Ukraini. Richard Demi, 20 euro for stuff. Thank you, Richard. Going to Project Constantine. Stefan R, Canadian 20. This is for you, Pete. You have a pet at the front. Yes, Pete does have a pet.
Yes, I've got a cat and 2 dogs.
Little Dog, $5. We got Blonde Bombsheller and the kids for 10. Little Dog, 5. I have a Ukrainian friend from Kharkiv. Explosions on the street where they have been living, a street over from their friend's apartment, makes me angry. Little Dog, that's the story in Kharkiv right now. John Quid, 10. John Larkin, 10 quid for tourniquets. Done. Maybe tomorrow. Canadian $6.99. Thank you, guys. So good to see you smile. Pete, how's your mom? We answered that. Stay safe. Love and hugs to all from Saskatchewan, Canada. Thank you. Apatalks, $2. Thank you, Pete. Reb Tyree for tourniquets, $50 donation for tourniquets for Pete. Wow. Done deal. Petra Olsen, Swedish Kroons, $129 for Ukraine. Done deal. Stefan R, Canadian $10 for dog food for Pete. Done deal. In fact, Zhenya and I have sources for supplying dog food for the canines on the frontline soldiers that are using them. Pete's getting his dog food out.
It's my last tin of dog food. I'm not kidding. Thank you, guys.
You've got some resources coming. That'll get to Pete, guys. Minister for the Recovery of Stolen Toilets, $2. F-16s can use highways. ARAMs are coming. Great, thank you. John Larkin, 50 quid. Right, that's a start for the heart stuff Pete said about feckin' match it. Okay, that's for John Larkin starting an ultrasound project. Okay, we're on it then. Pete, Zhenya, write that down. Sorry, guys. It's you guys are so good. Just Jimmy, 10 quid. LWD donating 10 memberships. Holy moly! I need another computer.
Wow, Greg, must I send you the name of this?
Just message it to me. We'll be talking about it. We'll do a drive on it.
Okay.
Miro, 10 euro. Lars Ronis, DKK 100 tourniquets for all of you. Baltar, $49.99 for Pete. Slav Ukraini, LWD Farm gifting 5 memberships. Just Jimmy, 10 quid for Pete's stuff. Jompy, 151. John Larkin, I can't match you, but every little helps. We're already at 60 quid for ultrasound plus others. Cats, 5 quid. VP DFO and DFWU. Slava Bogle, Slava Ukraina, get them. Slava Papa Dutch, $2. What about reloading supplies? There are certain units that do some reloading, especially long-range units. So they do have those supplies there in Ukraine.
I do know boys who need some armor-piercing 338, if anybody's got that. I know those boys will be happy. Yeah.
Those are the longer, the 338s and the .50.
338 the Poor Magnum.
Yeah.
Long range. Yeah. And .50 on the piercing as well.
Nunu for Pete, $59.99 euro. Lindsay Rogers, 20 quid for medical. Done. Amy Akins, member for 3 months. Thank you for that comment. I'm trying to catch up with it now. We love you 3. Stay safe, Pete and Zhenya. Thank you, Amy. Nikki Hill, $20. You are amazing. That'll go to Pete. Michelle Marr, $5 for the. I've got Serious Medical, but this is for Pete and the dogs. Thank you, Michelle Marr. Alan Thomas, $49.99 quid going to Pete's project. KKGG's member for 3 months. Thanks to all of today's generous donors. Thank you, guys. CF Beauty, $20 for Pete. Whatever you need, praying for you every day. This is Dick Dawson's moderator team, and she also does a stream on Sundays for the shills. You know they exist, $10. You had an extremely important inquiry from Mertzy in chat. I guess he is shy. Make no mistake, do not miss that question. Miros, Mertzi, if I missed your question, please send it to me on my, text me. I think I got it, but text me because I'm getting close. Okay, I can't even. You guys are amazing. Let me catch up. I got the Miro, Lars. Stefan R., another Canadian 10. Dang for the cats, too. Bonkers, 5 memberships gifted. Thank you for that, Bonkers. Stretch, member for 2 months. We love you guys. Rockstar members tonight. That's correct. You guys that are here for the live, you're the rock stars. Miro, SEK65, Slava Ukraini. Thank you for that. Blonde Bombsheller, another 10 for Pete from Layan and Gracie out of their alliance. Wow. Alex says he's sorry, or he already spent his allowance. Bobby Pazzelli, $49.99 for Pete. God bless you, or bless you and stay safe. Done. LWD Farm, 20. Dog food for Pete. RF from US, $10 for Pete and Ukraine life-saving missions. John Larkin, 20 quid. Pete, trust me, not a Sky Ferry believer, but the Catholics say about Padre Pio, whatever that is. Reb Tyree, $20 for Pete's ultrasound. God bless. JR, member for 3 months. Will you send 100 to your, we'll send 100 to your PayPal tomorrow, and that's to you, Pete, on PK for the ultrasound. Susie Q, $10 for Pete. Zeroto Slav Ukraini, 2 quid. Daryl Curson buying 5 coffees. I don't have that overlay in yet on the new setup, but guys, here's the deal. Adrian, CHF, I think that's Swiss francs. Ultrasound Fund, 100. Just Me, 10 for Pete's Cats Food. So tonight, guys, we have raised SL $100. My circle of trust has expanded to Zhenya and Pete for the ultrasound. Just Me, $10 for Pete's Cats Food. Miriam, New Zealand, 50.
Oh my God, I'm crying again. This is blowing me away. The people of the world are so inherently good. Why can't the leaders of the world just be like you guys? And just
Jericho,
be so good.
SE Swedish, Kroon 65. Love you guys. Stay safe. Martin Highness, €75 for Pete, Zhenya, and all the Ukrainians from the Netherlands with love. Yeah. Guys, we have raised $1,500 tonight for Project Constantine.
What? Wow.
Leslie Bowe, €10. Vatican said Ukraine shouldn't bomb Russia. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. Miro, SEK 65. For Zhenya, I'll take care of that. Stefan R. Pete, helping for an ultrasound machine, Canadian 50. So here's what we're going to do. You guys can continue to donate. The links are in the description. You can send a message, whatever. Thank you. We've got to get these boys in the bed. FM, $10. I'm named after St. Francis for pup and kitty food. So here's what I'm going to do, because I know people are continuing to donate, and it's time to do our flag. Here's what I'm going to do. PyVM, €5. Remember the prayers, John, sending to Pete. Robert Harrington, $100 USA for Pete on ultrasound. Roto Max, $20 to help ultrasound fun. Dunk on You 23 for ultrasound. Keep it going, guys. Amy Akins, $50 ultrasound fund. LJ Boone, $4.99. Tracy Berry, £5 for Pete. We're up to 1.8K on the dog, cat, and ultrasound fund. Armored, I can't see the whole name, but I know it. Armored Rabia. Oh man. Dentastics for the 269 Sweden. Dentastics for the doggy, and Yum Yums of Pete's choosing. Love you, LWD Farms. $20 Pete for cat food from my guys. Aussie T, Australian, $10. I'm broke, but you all are so inspiring. Adrian from Switzerland, so generous. Another 100 Swiss
Adrian,
for, yep, there's Adrian.
Boy. Adrian, he dumped a fat wedge into my account again today. He's working so hard, that man. And he's working 4 jobs. I think the last time he said to me, he's working 4 shifts or 4 jobs. He blows me away, and every time I scold him, I said, Adrian, look after yourself for once. And I barely close my eyes, and he dumps another wedge in there. He's so generous. You all are so incredible. Adrian, I love you. Guten Abend from me to you in Switzerland, Adrian.
Lynn S, wow. $27.99 Canadian for ultrasound. Papa Dutch, $10. A thing of Pete. The thing of it is, Pete, the leaders of the world are supposed to be like us. Very good point. That's from right. Papa Dutch. Leslie Bow, €20 because we love you, Pete and Zhenya. Javier Alvarez, $5.99 for Pete, ultrasound fun. Ken Patterson, $20 for Pete. Paul D, 20 pounds. I'll stick my 20 pence in. Unbelievable. I can do that. Lauren, yes. Wow, so fast, so much money today. Reb Tyree, $30 for ultrasound for Pete.
Could you get some mosquito spray as well, please?
Yeah, we'll add mosquito spray to it. Oh, look at the names are working perfectly. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We have raised $2,100 tonight for Pete ultrasound dog food. There's been some gifts in here for Zhenya. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is what we're going to do. We're going to send Pete 3,000. I'm going to round it up. We have money already that you guys have donated. So tomorrow's Saturday. On Monday, our office will send Pete and Project Constantine $3,000. And that will be for an ultrasound machine, dog food, cat food, mosquito spray, and whatever else he needs. You guys to just keep it coming. So I'm rounding up.
Off the charts.
Listen, we've raised 2.1 thousand tonight, and Pete will be back on with me live, and he will confirm receipt of it. But you guys trust us. I'm going to round it up, and we're going to send 3,000 to Project Constantine on Monday. Also, you guys have been donating to Zhenya. Going to send Zhenya $500 for personal and his family. So on Monday, our office will send 3,000 to Pete and 500 to Zhenya for his family. And that's from you guys all over the world and your generosity. And all we can do is say thank you.
Massive thank you. Thank you. Sorry. Listen, guys, I quickly need to be transparent as Rick the Ukrainian, who's invisible. We recently had a campaign for an ultrasound. Paul Parsons from England drove out here and he donated one. We gave it to Susanna, who's a medic, a volunteer medic with Azov 3rd Assault Brigade. We've had countless videos from her. I need to share them with you of surgical procedures, successful ones, soldiers' lives being saved with this ultrasound. We've since then have a subsequent request for 2. And most recently, we've had an urgent request for this life support monitor. Would it be okay with you all if we took this money and put it towards this life support monitor that I called it an ultrasound tonight at the beginning of the stream by mistake. We need an ultrasound. We need 2 ultrasounds and this life support monitor. Depending on how much they go for, I think we'll use the money on this occasion for this life support monitor, if that's okay with everybody.
That's no problem. We want to save the guy's life that get into the medevac. So whether it's the ultrasound or the life support, it's the same thing. And
thank you.
It's saving lives. No problem. I'm sure people are happy.
They're one and the same. Yeah. Thank you.
They are one and the same. No problem. Papa Dutch. No, I got that one, but there's another from Papa Dutch. Leslie Bud, we got that. Javier Alvarez. Okay, you guys are. I've unbelievable. Let me do this. Javier Alvarez, €5.99 euro. Ken Patterson, 20 for Pete, US. Let me try to keep up with it. Paul D 20. I call it quid. Johnny Pierce taught me to say that, but I'll stick my 20 pence in. Thank you, Paul D. Reb Tyree 30, ultrasound for Pete. Rhymy Stevens, Canadian 20, feed them doggies. John Larkin 20 quid for Biltong and Mozzie spray.
Whoa, Biltong, baby.
Jericho, Swedish Crone 27, Gapab Marsh. Martin Highness, 75 euro. You know, here's another 75. My summer vacation. Martin, thank you. You're going to see it in action. Lars Ronas, DKK 100, split between Pete and Zhenya. We want you all safe and well. Ukraine free. God bless you. Stay safe. Amy Akins, 50 for Zhenya. Papa Dutch, $2. This is really cool. He says, and a partridge in a pear tree. Petra Olsen, 65 Sweden for Zhenya. John Larkin, 20 quid. Zhenya for Ukraine. Zeroto, 2 quid for mosquito spray. Pivy M, 20 euro. Zhenya, this is to take your son to have a burger. He's brave to join in videos. Susie Q, 10 for Pete. Just amazing, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Unbelievable.
Amazing.
So cats, dogs, 2
People.
pounds. Please feed the dogs and cats. Linda S from Australia, $50 for Zhenya.
Beautiful.
All right, so here's what we're going to do now. We'll move Zhenya's donation to 1,000, and we'll move Pete's to 3,500. So, all right, because we've raised 2.5 now, and I want people of the world to know that we give more than we raise. We are a nonprofit organization here, so we give more than we raise. So Stefan R, Canadian 20, Zhenya, get dessert with the pizza. Linda S, I got that. Australia 50, Papa Dutch, $50, life support monitors. Unbelievable.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you,
crazy.
guys.
This is absolutely crazy. Thank you, guys. I didn't even
look
at the price of this monitor. I didn't even look at the price of this monitor. Project Constantine has been in a position where we've only been, whenever we've needed something big, we've put a broadcast out, guys, we need a 4x4, we need an ambulance, we need an ultrasound, and people have been kind enough to donate it, but the need is increasing. And recently I've taken it upon myself. I've realized that we need to start actually fundraising. You guys have proved it can be it can be done. Look at your amazing Land Rover Snatch fundraiser. Our needs are massive, and I can't just supply my own little platoon with a Starlink and a generator. There are vast numbers of objects over here, so we want to get bigger and better at what we do. So I haven't even looked at the price of this thing, but damn it, it needs to be bought, and you guys have certainly put a massive dent in it. Whatever the price is, we'll find out later.
It's going to happen. Don't worry. And you will be showing it to the people on the stream. Dunk on you,
Amen.
23.
I will
20.
deliver it personally to the 3rd Assault Brigade on your behalf, everybody. We'll try and do it live if we can.
Thank you, Peter. Dunk on you, 23. 20 for Zhenya. Thank you for all you do, sir. Reb Tyree for Zhenya for stuff, 20. Rotor Max, 50. Hi, Greg. Could you split this between Pete and Zhenya? Done deal. Acel, 20 for Zhenya. Man. Love's coming. Blonde Bobshell, $5. Alex pledging $5 from his allowance for Zhenya next week. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Apatox, $25. Zhenya and Pete support. I want to give more. Thank you, Apatox. All right, guys. Pete and Zhenya, you talk. I'm going to prep for the flag raffle. And tonight, big flag raffle.
Roger that.
John Larkin, 50 quid, right? This is for Ukraine. Pete Zhenya, anyone matching. John, thank you so much. All right, y'all talk. I'm going to work to spin the wheel.
You people are too kind. Sorry. Go.
I'm not the person.
All right. Thank you to the world. Thank you. Дякую. Arigato.
I want to use this minute because of encouraging. Yesterday we sent to 5 or 6 different directions the sets of special adapters for making possible to charge Motorola batteries, any kind, from the regular power banks. even the batteries without Type-C interface, let's say, this adapter allows to use it. It converts it, and we produced almost 30 now, and it's already shipped out. So thank you. You're encouraging our team to work, doing different things. And today we made decision.
Well,
Pete reminded we will buy more tourniquets. We got some good offer, and we will deliver. The next round we'll be doing to be delivered to Pete as well.
Thank you, guys.
Brothers.
Very much.
Thank you. Well done for the Motorola chargers, and thank you for the tourniquets. We look forward to having you, Zhenya.
I want to put this piece of chat in there from Catalan T from Romania. You guys listen to this. One day there will be documentaries about the community, the volunteers who supported Ukraine from all over the world. You are all making history. Thank you. And Catalan, to that, I would say all of us together are making history, because if it wasn't for all of you people around the world doing amazing things in the last hour and a half, there wouldn't be a community. There wouldn't be a documentary. This is what it's about. And we may be the ones behind the camera. We may be the ones, Pete, there on the front line right now, Zhenya recovering for knee surgery, myself running aid to the front. We may be doing that, but we can't do that without you. So together, we all fulfill our roles, and we say thank you. All right, guys, let's go to the flag raffle. And we have 218 entries into the flag raffle tonight. And here it is. Everybody's going to watch it. And I've got them all right here. You can see all the names are in. You have to be present to win. Everybody be ready. We're going to have one winner. And we're going to do Wheel of Names. We're going to add the color of the wheel. We're going to go with love tonight, because a lot of love's being spread here. And that's all of your names on the wheel. Here we go.
Good luck, everybody.
Good luck. The wheel is spinning.
Wow, this is a cool bit of kit you got here.
Hey, we don't play. And we're going to scroll down. The winner is James Marsh. James Marsh, are you in the chat? Yeah. James Marsh, are you in the chat? Let me go to that button. Let me go back here. And Paul, if you can help me keep an eye on that.
James Marsh, you've got to send us pictures of you receiving this flag or hanging it up outside your house. It'll be great to see with you in this flag.
James Marsh. I'm waiting to make sure he's in here. Hold on. I've got it now. I can't see him either. We're going to wait. I've learned to wait. We're going to do this. Everybody just keep me.
We're not going nowhere.
No. Can't see him. All my guys are saying that.
Okay, I'll use.
Go ahead and talk.
Waiting.
Do what? Go ahead.
You did mention that they have project with 4 snatches are on the way, and I want to give update on what moment, what process. So it's paid off completely, and at this moment we do expect the documents from Great Britain, special document, and this is the only document we need at this moment. It's from them. We sent all our information there, and they were a couple times more information requested. We sent it them. So now it's their step. We cannot make it faster. From our side, we did it, and yeah. Go.
All right,
Thank you, Zhenya.
I'll continue.
We're going to do.
Waiting for you, Zhenya, patiently. Thank you, brothers.
All right, we're going to spin it again. Hold on. Is James in here? Hold on. I think. Okay. No James Marsh. I waited over a minute. And here we go, guys. We're going to do it again. We're going to do it again. Everybody pay attention. Here we go. Back to this tab and this tab. All right, everybody. Here we go.
Good luck, everybody.
Spinning again.
Yeah.
I hope it. I'm praying for white. I hope it lands on white. Yes.
Jilke. 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 Are you in the chat? Jilke.
Jokey.
Jilke.
Jokey. Yeah. Good.
Jilke there?
Here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Congratulations, Jilke. All right, Paul, do we have confirmation? Jilke. Do we have confirmation? I see everybody saying it.
Yeah. In the chat. Here. Yeah.
Ah, perfect. I see it now. That's what I was waiting for. Right there. All right, guys. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Jilke, congratulations. The flag that is in my hand right now will be mailed to you. I will email you. And ask you to send me your preferred shipping address, and we'll get it out to you. Guys, an incredible night. We've raised a lot of money. Prepper Nation, $10. Papa Dutch, $2. Greg Ketchup, if you can. Not possible. Estelle, $10. John Larkin, 10 pounds. Jericho, Swedish, 695 Crohn's. DK Kate and Niels, Clement, handkerchiefs for Pete before he cries again. Rhonda Bailey, 5. Miriam, New Zealand, 20. Just talk while I'm getting it in line. Zhenya, you want to tell goodbye, and then I'll let Pete close us.
Yeah. I'm at this moment, while we were talking here, about 20 Shaheeds are flying over Ukraine, and our guys' air defense system right in this moment shooting it down, and some of them were supplied by you with different things, but at this moment, plus some missile carriers, the bombarders, are in the air from Alenia airfield from Russia, are in the air, and there is a threat of attack by missiles. And while I'm, you doing your part, and the war, this thing going non-stop right in this moment, and your donations, you're helping it standing together with all the people who fights. So one more time, thank you from the name all the people you protecting, all the people you standing, you encouraging, and you supplying, you saving lives. So thank you one more time from all of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Peter, on you.
On me, oh gosh. What can I say? I've just heard a surface to air missile launch. I've just heard there's a rocket just launched behind me. It's probably response to one of those Shaheeds. It sounded like a Patriot launching. Zhenya. It's a wonderful army we are. We are a volunteer army. Ukraine will be remembered as being the fiercest fighting army. Ukraine is fighting with matchsticks against a giant. And it's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. And Ukraine has got a big fight inside of it. We are defending our homelands. This is our nation. This is Zhenya's nation. This is the sovereign, peaceful nation of Ukraine. And you guys, all of you, from Mar Rose to blonde bombshell and her beautiful kids, to everybody, to what's my friend in Switzerland?
Adrian,
all of you guys, you're keeping the wheels of self-defense, you're keeping the wheels of justice and self-preservation alive and rolling. God bless you all.
Yeah,
Sleep well tonight. You've all deserved it, and thank you for your incredible donations tonight. You know, if I could have my choice, I would take this money and I would go buy defense weapons for Ukraine. I would go buy Patriot systems, and I would go buy drones and things like that. But these needs are so vast. There are so many. I mean, we're talking millions of dollars to try and fill that need. We need Western nations' help for that. But to go out, to be able to make a difference in soldiers and medics' lives. I am a medic. It's my trade out here. To be able to go out and buy this monitor or this ultrasound, knowing and seeing those lives being saved because of your donation. It's tangible. You can feel it. You can touch it. You can taste it. and we will deliver to you proof of those videos and the surgical procedures. What a great accolade, what a great achievement to be able to take part in saving a wounded hero's life, and you're all part of that. You are part of life saving. It's the greatest gift any man can give to another. Thank you.
And to be honest, Pete, I think everybody here gets it. You know, tonight we raised all this money, and it was not the intention. We did not come here to raise money tonight.
No,
that's just the generosity of people. We came just to chat and give away a flag. And
we did. Yeah, that's right. That's what I thought I was coming here for.
And show them my new hat. That's what we came for. But
I love it.
But it's just the generosity of people. They see a need, and we're extremely grateful for that. And you will see it delivered as everything else we do. Papa Dutch, $2, so much for just 1 hour. You're right. Another 10 from Prepper Nation H, $10, another for Pete.
Thank you, Prepper. Thank you,
Lillian, $10 for ultrasounds and the kiddies. Thank you, Lillian. So we're giving above and beyond what we raised. It was not the intention, but hey, we're pumped and you will see it in action. So thank you. Congratulations to Jilky again for winning the flag. There is a couple of questions coming in. Paul just sent me a minister for the recovery of stolen toilets, member for 2 months. Greg, as well as a flag, can you do a project Constantine? So I don't know if you're talking about maybe a patch or something of that nature, but I will tell you this. Pete and I were talking earlier today, and I'm going to be receiving some project. Give me some time.
Out of the bag, Greg. Go for it. Sorry.
Some PK stuff will be coming. All right, so you guys just hang on.
Galina spoke. I know Galina's in here. Galina spoke to me yesterday about this. She said we need to send certain things to certain people. Well, those certain things are what you just mentioned, and you people are those certain people. So yeah,
there you go.
Galina ordered them a couple of days ago. I think she received them in the post today. I'm talking about Project Constantine flags and patches, folks. Of course. That will be, and we will do what Greg and Zhenya are famous for doing. We will give these flags a bit of a tour of the front line. We will get some pictures of frontline soldiers, frontline heroes, having hands-on. We will pose for a few photos with these flags. We will take them on some missions, on some life-saving missions with us. We will get them signed and autographed, and we'll try and do justice for you people who have earned our maximum respect and gratitude. It's the very least we can do. I'm sorry we haven't done it to date yet. We're a very small charity. I'm usually on my own out here a lot of the time, so it's difficult. Believe me, if I could do a flag a day for all you wonderful people, I would. But yeah, absolutely. Let's get it done.
And we've got quite a few more we'll be giving away every Friday. Additionally, then I'll be back in Ukraine. We'll be gathering some more stuff. But I want you guys to remember, I'm sitting on a flag that will not be given, but when the time is right for some special project, you guys remember I have a Ukrainian flag that toured the front lines, signed by everyone from Fish to Pete to Pavel Ivanovich to the 101-year-old Soviet Ukrainian veteran from Stalingrad to the Krinky guys, Robotny. everywhere. Donetsk Oblast. So that's a treasure. That's a serious treasure.
That's a treasure.
So anyway, when the time's right, appreciate all of you guys so much. Last question. Oztrain says, is clearly marked ambulance more dangerous than an unmarked one? Absolutely. We know personally.
Absolutely.
We know personally. This is one group we're sending a armored medevac to. The big red cross on the top, that's called a bullseye. So no. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your care. We love you all. We love you all.
Love you all. God bless you all. Thank you very much indeed. Slava Ukraini.
Heroem Slava.
God bless you, Zhenya and Greg and all you beautiful supporters. God bless you all. And big salute and low bow to all of you.
Salute.
Hold on. Give me that low bow one more time.
Get away from you. I'm not showing you my bald spot again.
Because I see you just applied some wax to the bald spot. It's looking good, buddy. All right, guys. We love you guys. Zhenya and I'll close it out this way. Hold it.
What?
All right. I want people to know how honest we are. Jilky, you're getting your flag. I just received an email through my website from James Marsh. Greg, I was in the chat the entire time, and for some reason my texts weren't going through. I took Sheen's screenshots. Nobody was seeing my text. YouTube's up to something. James Marsh.
No.
James Marsh. I want you to know something. My YouTube tonight chat was messed up also. I have it actually closed now because it's not running right. YouTube's messed up. The questions wasn't working right. The pinned comments were not working right. All of that. James Marsh, I've seen you in so many chats. Guess what? Jilky, you win a flag, and James Marsh.
Yes.
You've got one coming too, buddy. So, James Marsh, do me a favor. You've got my email. Send me another message with your shipping address. All right, guys. That's the best we can do right there.
Well done.
That's the best we can do. We love you all. We appreciate you all. And kind regards to all of you. Be blessed. We've already said good night. We've seen the bald spot, and we'll do it this way. You guys stay in the green room. A good night to all. No.
Good night. God bless you all.
Which one's first? To all a good night? No, I was right. A good night to all.
To all a good night.
To all a good night.